Onomatopoeia. A literary term that you probably learned when you were in 7th or 8th grade. What is an onomatopoeia? To refresh your memory, an onomatopoeia is a creation of words that imitate to sound like a particular action that a word describes. So, for example, if someone were to say boom, you would associate the sound with the definition. An example that I came up with my own was the gun went pow pow as it shot the deer. Pow is an example of an onomatopoeia because it is an action and it makes the sound if you would have heard the gun shoot. So pow pow would be an onomatopoeia. Another example would be, my brother made a big splash when he jumped into the pool. The word splash makes you think of the water going out of the pool as the boy jumped in. Now, for something that you're going to hear in the real world, I know a lot of you know the song Roar by Katy Perry, and when you think of roar, you obviously know that roar is what sound a lion or a tiger makes, but its definition is the sound that it makes. So the sound and the definition are basically the same thing. So when she sings, you're going to hear me roar, then that would be an example of an onomatopoeia. Another familiar one that we've all known as kids is the Snap, Crackle, Pop Rice Krispies. If you've ever eaten Rice Krispies, you know that when you put milk on them, they make those kind of sounds. But when you hear the words snap, crackle, and pop, they create some kind of sound in your head that co-works with the definition. Now to relate this to some of the texts that we've read this year, in E.B. White's Once More to the Lake, he says, he pulled his dripping trunks from the line where they had hung all through the shower and wrung them out. Now this drip, that's the sound that water makes when it comes, if you were to think that it came out of a faucet and it hit a hard surface, it would drip. So when you think of dripping trunks, you get that picture in your head of what it would sound like and look like. Another would be from Jeanette Wall's The Glass Castle. Mom told me, and to make it clear, she paid no never mind to such people or their opinions. She clambered into the fountain and plopped down beside us, sending gallons of water sloshing over the sides. And as she used the word plopped to create emphasis to the sound and what it might have looked like when she sat down in the water, she uses this onomatopoeia to prove her point and to make her imagery more vivid. To wrap things up, another way to remember an onomatopoeia is if the word can also create the sound relating to the word's meaning, it is classified as an onomatopoeia.